Welcome to another episode of Modern Black Man Podcast. I'm so excited this week. I'm joined with the homie, the co-host with the most, Siren. What's happening?
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Man, just blessed. I can't complain. I'm not going to. Um, but I'm excited to have your time. I'm excited to sit down and talk to you and do this thing, do what we do. Um, what you thinking?
Man, it's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. That's what I'm.
It's wild. Let's talk about Kanye. I mean, I really want to get into this. Everybody's acting afraid. I'm not afraid. What did he say that was particularly damning and anti? Like, I'm not being funny and I'm not being sarcastic, but I kind of watched it, and I just got him paying homage to how Jewish people live and the Jewish culture thrives because of community. Because things aren't about the individual. There's not constant friction, breaking off. I don't know. It seems to be thriving because it's productive and efficient. Kanye made note of this and has lost $1.5 billion. That hurts my soul because he was the catalyst for change. He, the richest black man in America, is what needed to change, not these corporate what ethosless, soulless, moralist, compassless capitalist. Um, and there's nothing wrong with capitalism. That's what made America great.
I don't think capitalism is the greatest thing on earth. I'll disagree with you there. Um,
Good.
Again, I'm gonna stick to my story. I'm tired of these fucking Kanye West think pieces. Kanye West is not the black people's savior, and I rest my case. He's like every other black capitalist who's jabberjaws.
Mm.
Um, if Kanye West was so fucking rich and so secure, why the fuck did he have to get escorted out the Skechers headquarters the other day? Um, Besides that, I just read an article actually before we started, talking, and
Yeah.
apparently it's coming out that Kanye West is obsessed with Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
So all of that is a problem. And then also, like I always say about every black capitalist, um, these people do nothing except sit on podcasts. Kanye West has been on Black Network podcast. Let's talk about that. And I'm trying to figure out why the fuck we are in so much support of a man who told us that slavery was a choice. So no, I will not be backing up Kanye West. I feel bad because Kanye West has mental health issues and he needs assistance. But past that, Kanye West has says nothing profound or poetic or anything that I really give a shit about.
Can we talk about that point you just made? He has mental health issues, right? Everyone's so sensitive and quick to point this out. Well, that didn't stop him from making the money, so why are we using it as an excuse now or as a disqualifier? I just.
It's not a disqualifier for him.
Mm.
It's not that he can't make valid points because he has bipolar disorder. The problem is that his manic episodes are allowing him to be taken advantage of by I don't know, the alt-right politicians. And this
I
man
feel
also,
so bad for him about
yeah.
that. Donald Trump trying to distance himself. Donald Trump saying he's crazy, he needs professional help, and yeah.
What did you guys think that they were going to do with him? They're going to use him to appeal to the black community and throw him away at their disposal. That's why I said that. I feel bad on that, but this man has not said anything he's not going to do anything to help the black community. These black capitalists, we are not going to LLC ourselves liberation. So we can let that shit go.
Mm. I mean, okay, it's damaging, but here's what I'm seeing, I'm gleaning, I'm predicting possibly. All these shoes will have to come out on the market. The values of these shoes that were ridiculous. I don't think that poor people that want these shoes are gonna balk when the value drops and not buy them. I don't think they're gonna stick to their morals, and I don't think that this is something that has scarred communities the way that people are spinning it because the rhetoric is damaging. The rhetoric is damning. It's very powerful and it's not taken lightly. However, he's not taking the platform to execute genocide or any physical harm to people. He's saying things that an idiot says, and we take him seriously as black people's savior, as whatever you want to insert political agenda here. I just feel bad because I think and I hope that he can rebound from this. He can ricochet this into something positive, kind of like what Magic Johnson did with AIDS.
Maybe he can, but again, like I said, I'm pretty much over these Kanye West think pieces on why we as black people need to open our ears, and if we're not listening to Kanye, we're some sheep. Kanye West ain't doing shit but running his fucking mouth. Because again, like every black rich capitalist,
Yeah.
this man has not invested no money into your damn community. But you know what he has done, and he will what he wants to keep doing. Obviously, since he's walking in the Skechers trying to get to collaborate, he does
Mm.
want you to buy his overpriced fucking shoes in this shitty ass economy where people can't afford rent and people are going for it. So again, the thing with capitalism is why I say capitalism is the thing that separates communities because all that matters is becoming the oppressor. I want to be richer than them.
Mhm.
I want to have more than them. That's it. That's I'm like the black community has a really really bad habit of always trying to support some black man with money who they need to hold accountable. We did it with R.
Yeah.
Kelly. We do it
I
with
knew
Bill
he was gonna say
Cosby.
that.
We do it with them all. Kanye West is no different. And at the end of the day, yes, I'm black. I love being black. I love my black community. But please come the fuck on. If the I don't want to oppress anybody. I don't want to hate Jewish people. I don't want to hate white. I don't want to. I don't agree with any of it. I gave up on Kanye West when he said the slavery thing. That's why I'm so surprised that black people are like, no, we got to
Well,
save Kanye West. For what? He doesn't give a fuck about you.
Kanye West is damaging because he's spouting out white nationalist agenda items. Like you just educated me. He's into things like Hitler. Like it just is
So do you
jarring.
really logically think, yeah, he might be talking about how the Jewish people do XYZ, but really think about it. Do you really think that in the long run Kanye West really gives a fuck about the poor black community? Probably not.
Honestly, here's my thing. Here's my spin on it. I really think that he thinks he's at a higher level and he's possibly educating the world. And it looks very bad because, unfortunately, he's what you're saying, disassociated with people. He can't relate
All
to
those black I hate to break it to everybody, all the black capitalists are disassociated with us. They are not they
a
are
lot of them are.
yeah, they are indifferent in a different struggle than we are. The same struggles that we are in, they are not experiencing. And half the time they don't care. Look at Jay-Z.
We're
Jay-Z,
talking about Candace Owens very soon, you and I. We're
oh,
going to do that one. We're going to do a good dive. I'll get some video. I don't know how familiar you are, but be prepared for that.
I have ignored her since Trump was running. I had to again. There are some things that I have just put down and don't want to like. Same thing with Kanye West. At this point, I'm just like I don't want to hear. I've had so many people argue with me like, why you should listen to him. Look at what he's pointing out. Excuse me. If he wanted to point out some shit again, okay, all the Jewish people own the big record companies. Hello, those black people. Look at all the black capitalists who gave people shitty record deals and sold them off to them companies.
But what about when he said blacks are Jews and he identified? They cut that. I mean, it's because what he said is a soundbite.
Honestly, us arguing about the black Hebrews. Do y'all niggas want to go to heaven or not? Because I really don't give a fuck who's true Hebrews. I believe in God, and I believe as long as I claim Him and do what I need to do and talk to Him, hopefully I'll see Him on the other side.
Amen.
I don't give a fuck. He love Jesus said He love everybody, and that's it. We don't need to argue
Amen.
about who's more important and who's not. So I'm like, please, like, why are we at war about that? Do y'all really believe in God, or do you really believe in being better than somebody else? Again, everybody wants
It's
to
the
be the
latter.
aggressor.
You know, it's the latter. The same reason, and I'm learning in life how people try to discredit other people. We call it cancel culture sometimes, but we dichotomize the truth. That's why we're fighting about facts because we have no nuance, complexity, or investment in anything. Everything in our world is truly superficial. Um, I'm not going to go on a rant, but with Kanye, I think that it's scary because there's going to be a next. Pete, remember all the other events from Kanye? Let's just say ever. It's always something, and I don't want. I called him being the next OJ in that marriage, and I'm glad he got out. But I had the epiphany that OJ did this after they divorced, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
Scary.
he probably did.
And I mean, I think he might get set up. I really believe it, but I'm not trying to put that out there. I'm sorry for the world, but I just think that there's so many parallels. And if he's not having a breakdown or a manic episode, what is gonna be next, y'all? Like, what is this fool gonna do next?
It's
Because
just gonna be a whole bunch of foolishness. I mean that, and that's all is really. It's just been a circus, though. That's why, like, I'm so surprised everybody's on this like big tirade about how Kanye West is this like amazing black prophet. It hasn't been anything except a circus since all this shit began. Well, let me not say shit. Since all these outbursts and manic episodes have begun, it really has not been anything of importance. Like I said, what has he done except run his mouth?
but could you imagine if he just shut the fuck up and kept his marriage? He'd be in a household with like $4 billion, and then their kids would probably be
And
successful, make
can
more
we
money.
address that? Just because someone has a net worth of something does not mean that they have that capital on hand.
You know what? I watched an interview. Supposedly, he says he only has like 100 something million in the bank. To address your point, because that's probably very true and very valid.
Yeah, he that's and again his net worth has significantly decreased now because he lost all those partnerships. And I'm not trying to kick a man because he's down, not at all. I won't even let me correct that because from my perspective, the nigga is not down. Ugh.
Look, they're. I think that I'm not trying to kick him while he's down either. But that deal with Balenciaga was over $1 billion. He had 1.5 billion in deals with everybody pulling out. Adidas was incredibly lucrative. Um, I don't know how we're not talking about Kanye winning and laughing at the end of the day in court because of the contractual violations, contractual obligations. They promised him that money in futures. They gave him money up front. There's products there are actual tangible products. So I mean, this I think may be unprecedented. I don't know, but like I
I'm
said,
pretty sure with
started,
those contracts, there probably is somewhere hidden in there. Because again, if that was the case and they were going to suffer big losses from cutting him, they probably would have took a stance but not cut ties with him. So I'm pretty sure in those contracts, they will be able to prove that they were probably able to cancel him. I don't. And again, if
I'm
Kanye
sure.
could sue them, well, again, why not go get your lawyer instead of running into Skechers unannounced trying to collaborate?
That's so embarrassing. But how can you say nigga in every album 100 times, but you say Jew once and you get canceled? It's an effing tragedy.
Well, here's the point that I want to make to black people. Jewish people might be Jewish, but they is one thing that they have that's a really powerful thing in this world: white
Tell
privilege. So it's not that the Jewish people stop this rhetoric that the Jewish people cut him off because he said whatever. No, they didn't like what he said, which is valid. It was anti-Semitic. It was against Jewish people. Guess what they have? White privilege, and they own the shit. They got rid of them. We now don't get me wrong, black people we don't have that power, but guess what we could have done?
cancel.
We could have stopped buying Yeezys. And on top of that, again, like I said, Kanye West has had his ass on every fucking black podcast and all that stuff. When he said slavery was a choice,
Choice.
why would y'all keep inviting him? Why would he be on Drink Champs?
All I'm saying is that he said the same things Farrakhan said, and the world is on fire. I hope that he rebounds and comes out of this a better man. Let's talk about LeBron. LeBron James, my hero. LeBron is looking like he is going to mount the toughest season of his career. For anybody that's stayed tuned with this future Hall of Famer's career, he was bringing trash cans to the NBA Finals as a young man. He learned to be a champion through refinement, through his friends, his colleagues, guys that had done it before. He had rose to the pinnacle of his sport, and he got to LA, won his championship, and has had the shit baggiest seasons ever since. Last year, I was mad excited because he had a roster of all stars that were mostly my age, and they were trash. This year, he's reloaded with some young guns that can't really shoot. We got one guy, Skywalker, that looks like he could develop into something, but within the next 90 to 120 days, this future Hall of Famer is going to claim the scoring championship. He will be the NBA all-time leading scorer. All these great things are going to happen, but championship optimism is not encouraged in the kingdom. That is the state of affairs in La La Land. I'm sad, but that's what it is. LeBron has faced a lot of adversity, and this is his toughest season. He doesn't have a cast of supporting men that can come through for him in the clutch when he needs them the most. His Robin, Anthony Davis, is fragile. Most of us call him Mr. Glass. He grabs his back like Medea in the movies after most of action down the court because he's fragile. A 7 foot, pigeon toed, plaited haired man that I'm depending on and anticipate rooting for all through this season like he's the greatest player ever. With all that being said, Siren, that's that's the state of affairs. That's my team. That's my squad. That's what's going on. I want him to win a championship. It's not going to happen this year.
I feel for LeBron. But I'm always that girl who was sad when he left Cleveland. But so long ago. That was so long ago. I haven't let it go.
I mean, he went back and he won a championship.
I know, and then he left again. I was still sad.
Yeah, yeah. That was what 16, 15.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's been a long time ago.
Yeah,
But that sucks. I would love for him to get another championship under his belt before he retires. So I'm like, I felt that was coming. He's been playing a long ass time.
he's got one at three different. He's got one at every franchise he's played for.
And that's great. I mean, you might.
Guaranteed. Within he's got it done. Ever since 2009, when we went to Miami and he linked up with some better men, he learned what it took to be and remain a champion. The champion, the greatest champion this league has ever known, is facing adversity, and this season is a testament to greatness. He will persevere. He will succeed, but it's not going to look the way that we want it to look, and that breaks my heart.
Well, hey, it's not. It may not look pretty, but sometimes you got to struggle to get to where you want to be.
You got to fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah. Hey, we never know. Just be a good fan. Have some faith.
I mean, hey, I got I'm in the D. I'm in Dallas, and I'm just taking it in. I'm just kind of trying to get into the Mavericks and all the things that the town has to offer. I'm gonna probably travel and watch the Pelicans. There's a lot of great basketball in this league right now. Denver's a destination I'm looking to really exploit. So I have plenty of optimism. It just is really sad that the guy I want to win it the most is probably not going to get it. But we've been blessed with some great basketball, some great memories, and I'm going to be grateful for those.
That's all you can do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I
I
wish I
appreciate
had better input on this, but
you got good input. That's why I ran it by you. Your input is super valid. Before we break, do you have any announcements or anything anybody should be following or keeping up with?
I, just keeping up with my Instagram. I always do my daily rants on there. I had a really good one on there today, but it's
Uh,
gone now. But you can catch some of the highlights of my rants. But I have been ranting more because I am going to be back very very soon, and it's planned. There is no questioning it. Releasing episodes.
yeah,
I'm actually looking to start recording an actual studio, and I might be on a radio show.
that's dope. Yeah, keep
So
making content. Keep making content. And let us know
Oh,
what we can.
I'm gonna say regardless of what happens if that does not work out, because it is kind of just
Yeah,
the patriarchy doing business and being a woman is not being that great. But regardless, like I said, I will have some new episodes, and we're gonna be talking about some really interesting things. Like I said, the topic that I talked about today on my story is about to be a large episode, and I think it'll be quite interesting. So yeah, just follow me on Instagram at Siren SYREN 713 underscore.
boom. Follow her. You already know where to find me. Check me out. You see it scrolling. So excited for this new season. The vlog life. It's definitely where it's at. Appreciate you so much, Siren. Till the next one. Peace.
Peace.